Hey, good morning everybody, and welcome back to another video. I'm sure you're wondering why I'm down at the pier taking photos of Christmas decorations in early January. And I'm glad you asked, so let's get into it. I'm going to apologize right now. I'm going to have to shoot and talk to you at the same time. I'm kind of racing the clock here. The reason I'm down here is, let me backtrack a little bit. Back in early December, I decided I was going to jump in on doing a yearly calendar like everybody else seems to do. So I had to get all the photos ready, sort them out month by month, but I didn't have one ready for December. Nothing festive, kind of like I wanted. So I'll put the one up on the screen that actually ended up making the calendar. I'll put that up for you right now. Now, I like the photo. That was from my trip out to New Mexico and Colorado. But yeah, it just wasn't exactly what I was hoping for a December photo, but it was the best I could do. They didn't get the lights up on the pier here till like, I don't know, maybe a week or two before Christmas. I just didn't have time to get it included with the calendar. So I'm actually down here taking a photo in preparation for next year's calendar for the December photo. So I'm planning 11 months ahead, but what you got to do. They'll be taking these lights down here off the pier here pretty soon, and no time like the present to get something done for 11 months ahead of time. Hopefully by next December I'm ready by actually mid-November. I'd like to be ready with the calendar ready to go by mid-November, right around Thanksgiving time. So I was down here the other day taking photos of the same thing, of the Christmas decorations on the pier. Didn't really have any good clouds in the sky, so I've been waiting for a day like today, some clouds in the sky, do some 30-second long exposure, hopefully to get the clouds streaking over the pier. It's starting to get lighter out. I do have the clouds, but they're not really moving fast enough, even at a 30-second long exposure, to get really much movement in them. Taking a few images so far, they're looking all right. The reason I wanted some clouds in it, because I wanted to convey a sense of December, as much as I can get here in Florida. So I figured a little bit of mood in the sky and, kind of streaking over the pier. I thought that would give a little bit more sense of December and cold than a crystal clear sky with a warm sunrise happening in the background. So it's really starting to lighten up nicely out there on the horizon. It's starting to light those clouds up. My settings right now, I'm at f13, ISO 100. I'm still at a 30-second exposure. Like I said, it's not really doing much except smoothing out the water a little bit. I'm getting some nice reflections. I'm not really getting that sense of cold that I was looking for, though. Let me get a shot here. Going to f14, ISO 100, still at 30 seconds, really trying to flatten out that water and catch the reflections in the water. All right, I moved a little bit closer down to the water, trying to eliminate some of the sand in the foreground. Becoming a really high contrast scene because those clouds are starting to break up a little bit. So I'm getting the color in the sky, the bright color in the sky, plus I still have some of the dark moody clouds. Focused about a third of the way down the pier right now. F16, 30-second exposure, ISO 100. No, that looks pretty nice right there. It's a good mix of mood and color. Yeah, these are looking really nice. I've changed composition a little bit. I just moved a little bit closer to the pier and a little bit closer to the water, eliminate some of the sand in the foreground. And the other thing I'm fighting right now, other than it getting light out and these constantly changing clouds, is there's some boats out there in the water, and they keep drifting towards the pier, and they have lights on their boat. So I'm picking that up in my long exposure too. So I'm trying to time it so when they don't drift into the photo, I can eliminate that in post, but it's just better if I don't have to. All right, starting to get light now. Down to about 15-second exposure right now. I think I've got the shot that I want, though. I think this most recent shot that I took is the one that I'm looking for. All right, so I'm going to put on my 10-stop ND filter and run a fairly long exposure. Looking about 3 or 4 minutes right now. Just put my camera into bulb mode and use my remote control shutter release here. See if we can get these last remaining clouds streaking over the pier. All right, so I just took a 4-minute long exposure, and it was a little bit underexposed, so I'm running one that's about 5 minutes now. But we're getting some really nice streaking in the clouds above the pier there, and the water is completely flattened out, which was kind of what I was hoping for. Not sure if this is the one I'm going to use, though, for the calendar, but yeah, I'm about done here. I'll put everything up here at the end of the video, and starting to get a lot of people down here. Kind of lost the color that I was looking for anyway, so I think I got the shot that I'm looking for, but I'll put everything up at the end of the video, and let's go home. I'll finish up this video from back in the studio. All right, everybody, welcome back. Hope you enjoyed that park down at the beach this morning. I've had a little bit of time to work on the photos since coming home, and they really turned out great. So I'll put those up at the end of the video today. Let me know which one's your favorite, which one you think I had included with the calendar. But in my opinion, one of them really stands out from the rest. So I mentioned I did my very first calendar for this year, for 2022. Now, I kind of got into it late in the game, didn't really make the decision to go ahead with it until the end of November, so it kind of felt rushed. But for the most part, I'm really happy with the way it turned out. And I'm definitely not here to try to plug the calendar, because I actually sold all 20 copies that I had printed. So if you're watching and you ordered a copy, you should have it by now. Thank you very much. I really appreciate that. But I definitely want to put more thought into it going forward to the next calendar, which would be for 2023. And that's the reason for this video, trying to get the festive photo to go on to the next calendar for December. Now, if you follow me on Facebook or Instagram, you probably saw me advertise it a little bit before Christmas. But if you didn't, this is the way the cover looks. This is one of my favorite seascape images from last year. It's an 11 by 17, 12-month calendar, but it actually has 17 images in it, because there's a couple months where I included 2 vertical images for the month. Now, to be honest with you, that's one of the things that I don't like in hindsight. So I think on the next calendar, it'll just be 12 landscape orientation photos, because I just think it looks better. And if you're one of the 20 people who ordered my calendar for this year, I hope you're enjoying it. It just blows my mind, and I'm just so honored that you would want my photos hanging in your house or your office for the next 12 months. So thank you very much for doing that. Thank you for your donation to my local animal shelter. We're going to try to get them, like I said, a little bit of food, a little bit of blankets, anything to help their stay be a little bit more comfortable. Okay, everybody, I think that's it for this week. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm going to put up all those images at the end of the video today. Definitely let me know which one is your favorite and which one do you think I should pick for the calendar. I think I've already decided. I'm not sure, actually. Anyway, definitely want to hear your opinion on it. And then coming up on my channel next week is a video that I made to help me with something that I suffer from every January. And I don't know what you call it, post-Christmas blues, post-holiday blues. Basically a form of depression that I go through every January. Some years worse than others, and this year it seems to have been more significant, I guess. But I'm really happy with the way the video turned out. I love the images in it. So I hope you tune in and enjoy that video. And then I think the week after that, I'll have my 2022 channel update. Kind of just let you know where my channel's headed this year, if I have any travel plans or not, and to kind of let you know what I'm doing. I've already kind of given you a sneak preview with my calendar project for 2022, but I hope you'll tune in for that. And I think that's it. Thank you guys very much for tuning in this week. If you're new to my channel and you're watching for the first time, I hope you liked what you saw today. Go ahead and hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, definitely leave me a comment. And for those of you who have been around for a long time, thank you so much again for your support week after week. Can't tell you how much it means to me. All right, everybody, have a great week. Definitely stay safe out there. Take care of each other, and we will see you again very soon. Thanks, guys. Bye.
Should old acquaintance be forgot and never brought to mind? Should old acquaintance be forgot and days of old lang syne? For old And here's a hand, my trusty friend, and here's a hand of thine. We'll talk a cup of kindness yet for all lang syne.